Hey YouTube, it's Rob. I am streaming my 8-rack deck, but this is a little bit different than my normal, this having a white splash in it. And now that I look at it, I just took this hand, but it's not a good hand. And it'll have to do. Now it's good to get these threats out here first before they get counterspelled. Now, one thing that may be a serious factor, because this deck that he's playing is going to run Tectonic Edge, as soon as you splash, you become immediately vulnerable to Tectonic Edge. That's something to consider, you know. Your basic lands are resilient to a lot of the land type. This will get counterspelled here, I'm just baiting it. I want to play this, but oh wow, it goes through. Telling time, interesting. I thought I was the only one who ran that card. I don't think, if you didn't counterspell that last one, I don't think you'll counterspell this. Or not. Oh, it hits it back. Wow. Alright, so in this case you always want the Necrogen Mist trigger on top. It's not going to matter because he's got 6 cards in his hand, but that's the old rule of thumb. Just put the Necrogen Mist last one up. So him playing lands is great for me. But really, what choice does he have? So now, empty hand, 2 bridges on the deck for him to deal with. Glad to see an Azorius deck. I'm really glad to see that, actually. Not a gigantic fan of the Restoration Angel, but you know, I get it. Counterspell or not. That's good. Yeah, I'll take that Cryptic any day. So he's trying to get a land, I think. I think he's trying to get a blue land really bad. Because he needs to, you know, counterspell or bounce the Necrogen Mists and then try and counterspell it. you're also vulnerable to Blood Moon with the splash. So just things to consider, guys. You know, you don't just get to splash and have no consequences. My deck is very similar to his. I do not run this. I don't run Telling Time either, but yeah, it's pretty close, but he's made some choices that I went through iterations of and ended up just dumping. Raven's Crown is fantastic here. See, one thing he can do is get cute on me. When the Necrogen Mist effect triggers, he bounces it to my hand and makes me discard it. That's kind of a good way to get rid of it. That's probably what he's going to try and do here. There's no point in counterspelling this. That's ridiculous to do that. I mean, you should have saved that. I mean, think about this. Think about that play I just grabbed. I have an empty hand. Just bounce it to my hand when the effect triggers and draw a card. And then I discard that. And it's a pretty one-sided move. But you can't play the hands for these guys. It's starting to ping away at him, and he's playing lands. We'll see if he does it right here, if he has another Cryptic. He doesn't. Amazing. He just misplayed that badly, I think. And another rack. He's going to take a boatload of damage here. Maybe he'll bounce it now. What's he doing? Oh, yeah, Sphinx's Revelation. Oh well. He's really jammed him up. These bridges. Might be sitting on another Sphinx Revelation. He's about to take a bunch of damage. So the Necrogen Mist doing a ton of work here, and that'll do it for that. With the white splash, I decided to test out some of my white options in the sideboard, so that's what I'm running. This I figured is good against Affinity, Splinter Twin, Birthing Pod. just gets rid of those pesky ley lines and other stuff. Ley line to slay line, and then just the pithing needle. Not finalized by any stretch. I don't like the main thing I don't like about the splash is the vulnerability to tectonic edge. It's a serious weakness, guys. We have a hard time getting the lands that we need. Now that said, we only need 3, so you know. But my fear is this: you know, you have 4 lands in play, and only one of them has access to white. You know. All right, let's take a look here. This looks pretty good. I'll keep that. We got some discard for a change. And as we all know, blue does not like discard. It's the bane of counterspells. Alright, so what do we got here? We got the old Snapcaster, Cryptic, and the Geist. Well, don't need to get the Cryptic, so it's between Snappy and Geist. I'll dump the Geist. He's annoying. Snappy's pretty vanilla at this stage of the game here. Maybe I'll pick up a discard. Nah, oh well. Oops, that's a misplay. I could have played that, but it's not really though, because I'm playing on Liliana. I can pick Celestial Purge. What is that? The black or red permanents? Okay, Exile Tiger, black or red permanent. Yeah, I guess I gotta get rid of that. Get my wing cards out there. Maybe he can Snapcaster it. And I'm guessing that's what he's going to have to do. Oh, he did? Ditches the Snapcaster. That is shocking to me. He could Snapcaster the Purge and kill the Lily. And, oh, okay, he does it anyway. It's fine. Now I can safely cast my Bridge, which, in my opinion, is more of a lock. That's a mistake, in my opinion. You know what his problem with his deck is? That he doesn't run enough counter magic, I think. I'm gonna cast the Bridge. That's cute. See what he does. Probably won't even counter spell. I'm kind of trying to bait the counter at this point. The cryptic. He might like counter and bounce, counter and draw or something. Then the Lily hits the deck and he's upset. Yeah, alright. So now you see that that's all what I was hoping for there, buddy. Nice. So, I really outplayed him, to be honest with you. I think he had options that first game at least, you know, with the cryptic command misplay. I think that was a big misplay on his part, because he could have used the cryptic to bounce the nitrogen mists and make you discard it. And drawn a card. So that would have been like almost like a 3 effects for 1 card. Pretty good value for that. But, you know, some people don't think about you know, the way the stack works and how to abuse it. So I really outplayed him, to be honest with you. But it was a good match. I'd like to talk to him. I think I might message him because I'd like to talk to him about a couple things that maybe need some cup cards in that deck. I have an Azorius deck that I love, and I think it's extremely potent. There it is right there. I just think it's a great deck. And it's not very well explored. He's kind of like his deck looks a lot like my deck looked before I did a, you know, 20 iterations of it. You don't need the Restoration Angel. It's way too fat. You want to go lean and mean. You know, your Delver and you know, your Geist are your primary win conditions, and that's all you need. The Snapcaster, maybe he beats him down for a little bit, but just a few swings of that, a couple swings of this, game's over. And then the rest of the deck is designed to protect that. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent here. Hope you guys liked the video. Let me know what you think. See ya.